one and all, I'm Alexis, aka The Sloth Reader, and I'm here today to look back on the video I made about the top historical fiction books on my TBR. So I know I said this a while ago, but this is probably the one I feel like I've read the least amount of books from. I think I've only maybe read one of the books off of this list. So that's not great. So let's just go ahead and get into it. Got my handy dandy computer here, volumes all the way up, and let's do it.
Reader, and I'm here today to do another one of my top genre on my TBR lists. I've been doing these for the past couple of months. I've done a top fantasy, a top starting with the two that are in the thumbnail. The first being Burial Rites by Hannah Kent.
I have not read Burial Rites yet. In my defense, Burial Rites is probably the one I've gone up to the most in the past year and been like, you know, I kind of want to read that. But that doesn't mean that I've read it yet.
The next book I'm going to mention is The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller.
So as you guys know, The Song of Achilles was one of my top 10 books to read in 2018, and I read it back in March, so I have read that one. I gave it a 4. I enjoyed it. I don't think I loved it as much as other people did, but I definitely still think it's very much worth the read.
The next book I'm going to get to is a huge book, and that is Pillars of the Earth by Ken Follett.
And as you guys know, Pillars of the Earth is another one of my top 10 books to read in 2018. I'm still currently reading that one. I've been kind of reading that one on and off for the past couple of months. I've been listening to the audiobook, but I would like to get back to it and probably finish it within the next couple of months. So I'm still technically reading that one, but I do plan to finish it by the end of the year. So it shouldn't be on my next version of this.
It does come out in 2018 in November, but I have an arc of it. It's one of my most anticipated releases of the year. So there's no way I couldn't include this list. And that is Retribution Rails by Erin Bowman.
Okay, I have read Retribution Rails. As sad as it is, I got my arc of that last year in like June, and I didn't read it until after the book officially came out in November, so that's terrible. I should have read it way before then, but I didn't. That being said, I have read Retribution Rails. I gave it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. I didn't like it quite as much as Vengeance Road, but I still thought it was just a lot of fun.
The next one I'm going to mention is the most recent time period on this list, and that is Gone, Gone, Gone by Hannah Moskowitz. In this
That's another one that I genuinely am really interested in, and I almost put that one on my Pride TBR for June, because I know that it is a queer story. I'm so interested in Gone, Gone, Gone because it's about the like DC sniper shootings. And as bizarre as it sounds, I actually like love to learn stuff about the DC sniper shootings. So like that book has always just sounded super interesting to me, and it's really short, so I kind of have no reason for having not read it yet. But I haven't read it yet, so, you know.
Same author, and that is Salt to the Sea and Out of the Easy, both by Ruta Sepetys.
So I have not read either Out of the Easy or Salt to the Sea yet, but if you guys watched my TBR picks for the rest of 2018, which I will link down below, Out of the Easy was one of the books I pulled from that video, and I really do want to read both of these books. Out of the Easy takes place in New Orleans. You guys know I'm a New Orleans native, so I kind of always love to read books set in New Orleans, and I've just heard Salt to the Sea is incredibly beautiful, so I think I've been putting it off because I know it's going to be a sad book. I mean, I feel like Ruta Sepetys books are always kind of a little sad, but I feel like as soon as I'm in the mood for a good cry, that will be the first book I pick up.
Probably the most recent purchase of mine, but that is The Dark Circle by Linda Grant.
The Dark Circle by Linda Grant is another one that I feel like I haven't really gravitated towards that much in the past year. I definitely still want to read it, which I think is the reason I said in this video, but it's about the tuberculosis crisis in Britain in like early 1900s, and I am all about that. I studied a lot about tuberculosis and tuberculosis like treatments and stuff, especially within a historical context, so I love that kind of stuff. I feel like I will really like The Dark Circle. I know a lot of people who read it and didn't really like it, but I feel like I could really like it, but it is kind of intimidating because the font in that book is very tiny. It's very small. Alrighty, and those were all of the historical fiction books on my TBR. So I've read 2 of them, and I'm in the process of reading a 3rd, which I feel like is not terrible, and I honestly feel like I could pick up any of the other ones on the list at any given moment. Who knows, with me doing my anti-TBR August this month, I could very well pick up any one of them this month either. I'm not saying that's going to happen, I'm just saying it's possible. Especially like because I think at least half of the ones I haven't read are available on audio on Scribe, and I'm all about audiobooks on Scribe right now. Like all about it. Alrighty guys, I would love to know what's the top historical fiction book on your TBR. If you like what I do, upload videos on Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, and I'll see you guys soon with another one. Bye!